Good to see you there, buddy.
Hey, you too, my friend. Happiness in business today. Oh my gosh, we get to experience a different side of us today. It's all about happiness in business, and it's relevant content. I mean, I was listening today. I mean, I'm not in politics, but no one. When you think about Donald Trump doesn't care what anybody thinks. He really doesn't. He just does his thing every day, and I am so grateful for you, Stephen. You just do your thing every day. You're who you are. Awesome.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much.
And it's very, it's awesome. It's a great experience to have, at least in this lifetime for me, to experience you.
Hey, it's a pleasure knowing you, my friend. I love the way we work together.
It is true, though. I mean, gosh.
Yeah.
It's, we start to recognize relevant content. The content that we bring out in people. I really want the viewers to give their opinion on how it affects them, and does it relate to them, and does it make them feel good inside, and are we answering their questions? I always want to know if we're really, really deeply answering their questions and really connecting to them, and this platform allows us to do that, and to bring out the best in everyone here that comes on board, and that connects with us. We want to invite you guys out here to this blab and have a heartfelt connection to you, and really give relevant content to make your day a happy day.
Make every day a happy day. So well said, Robert. Thank you so much, because what we are really working toward is making this world a better place. And we want the world to be a better place. We have to be better. And this is the whole idea. I have been working for years to make me better and better and better. And that is giving me such joy, such great productivity, such great connections. And I just love passing that on. And I think what people really get out of this blab is that they are so much more than they think they are. Then that is true of every one of us, no matter what level we have raised ourselves to. And that is the beauty of living as a learning organism, where we are growing. We give up on this age-old idea of decrepit aging. We give up on this old idea of being stuck. We give up on this old idea of we are what we were in the past, or our best is behind us. And we embrace the fact that it's not life we're talking about, it's living that we're talking about. And how am I living today? And how is the way I'm living making me and my world better and better? And that's exactly what I love doing, is helping people to transform their troubles into triumphs. Just this morning, I was working with a new coaching client, and it was her first experience ever in transforming pain and stress and conflict into loving support of her getting better. I just love doing that work.
Type in the chat some questions. Type in the chat some questions for us. We could really use that interaction. So definitely type in the chat.
Yeah, anybody who has got any questions out there, then you're really welcome to type them in. We'll be more than happy to answer them, because there is, for every situation, there is a solution. And that is our mission, is to find the solution, not to stay stuck in a situation, but to really find a solution to better and better it. And that is the idea.
Yes.
So here we go. So let me see.
Yes.
What do we want to talk about today here, my friend?
Well, our whole focus today was on business and life and business happiness and what that really means in that format of bringing that aspect out. And you know, we need some comments here too, you know, to kind of direct us. We're gonna, you know, even bring you out on the panel and have a conversation too. We've had great success in that, and I really would look forward to asking me some questions, and that would be really cool to or ask Stephen some questions here, and we can, you know, get through
Man of all answers.
Man of all answers. Well, well, there's never a question that we should be able to always be able to express ourselves. And I know some people are afraid, but you know what? It's okay to, you know, chat about it. You don't have to come out and be on the video, but let's say we want to just be able to have the opportunity to chat about it for a minute. And it's genuine, you know, make sure that, let us know if we're being genuine with you. That would be a great.
And that's what we really love, is being genuine. We are always searching for truth. Hey, there's Dr. Tracy. Hello, Dr. Tracy. Welcome to our shop.
Come on board. Absolutely. It looks like Troyer, T.S. Troyer. Or
Troyer, I would say, but I'm sure that she'll tell us, because she will know better than any of us.
We welcome you. We welcome you. Jump on the chat. It was so awesome. And so tell us a little bit, Stephen, about what business and happiness is all wrapped up into one, and why.
Yeah. And there's our old friend Lisa Kay as well.
Oh my, I talked to her yesterday. She needs a hand.
Yay!
Hey guys, hit the hands on us, you know, hit the hands. If you like our stuff, hit the hands. High five.
Yoo-hoo! And hello and welcome back, Lisa Kay. Okay, so a little bit about business and happiness. What people quite often don't understand about happiness is that happiness is really an energy. It's more than a feeling. It's more than a desire. It's more than a wish. It's really an energy. When you have deep happiness in you, it's actually working for you. You're not working for happiness. Happiness is working for you. And that's the way I've got it going. I've got happiness working for me, and I want everybody else to get happiness working for you, because it wasn't always that way for me. And now I've got this figured out, and I love to pass it on. So happiness is the energy in business that gets you really collaborating with others, that gets you really creative, that gets you really solving problems, gets you really productive. And this is really fun. Happy productivity. We think of productivity as being really serious, tracking every second, producing, pushing myself, working hard, stressing. And nothing could be further from the truth. You do it the opposite way around. You get yourself really happy, and the ideas flow, and the energy flows, and everything just comes together. It's so sweet.
So the ideas in business would start flowing within ourselves more if we started laughing and having a more of a good time and not letting those little things bother us. Whether
give up the idea of competition, unless you want to compete with your own performance, and then just keep working on what you're doing, and do it with love and gratitude in your heart. Give up stress. Stress is so counterproductive.
Wow.
So let's get moving on being happy and working that way. But there is a model. There is a model that I've put together that really brings a business model based on happiness, so that you can really, really, really increase your bottom line, your top line, your middle line, your forward line, your rear line, every line you can imagine. Up, up, and up.
And these are just tips and these are just tips and ideas that we need to remind ourselves each day so we can actually learn to smile.
Well, there are lots of tips and ideas in here, but what I've actually put together is a complete business model called the 5 R's. Like, you know that I used to be a pilot, but that was all a mistake. When I went into the recruiting office, I said, I want to be a pirate. And the guy misunderstood me.
No, that's true. Thank you, Lisa, for that. I think, oh my God, too. He turned into a fighter pilot. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. I love the love you're passing out there, Lisa. Thank you so much.
It totally works.
Yeah. Hey, where are you living? Lisa Kay, where are you living? She's living in space.
Oh my God, Illinois.
Illinois. Yeah. Well, welcome, Illinois.
She's even tell us to shut up, but you know what?
Yeah.
I think she likes it.
In the nicest way. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
So thank you for being there. I have some secrets. Oh, I can't say them here though.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Thank you, Lisa. I was thinking of you.
Okay. So let me see. Maybe I should tell my story though, so everybody knows who I am and how I got here. why I'm having such a great time.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, so I was born a happy person, and I grew up as number 3 of a family of 5 boys and 2 working parents. So there was lots of a rough and tumble in there, but there was lots of goodness as well. And so I came through that pretty happy. And also I joined the Royal Canadian Air Force as a fighter pilot, and I was a happy fighter pilot. And then later on, I married my lovely wife, and before all too long, we had 3 children in 39 months. And at the same time, my career really took off, and I ended up in a place in 2001 where I was fighting at work, I was fighting at home, and I was fighting inside myself. And my happiness slipped away. And so when my happiness slipped away, I didn't initially realize that. And one morning in the spring of 2001, I left home after having just had another fight. I was on my way to work and my head was down and we were spinning around. I had no idea what to do about this. And I had this moment of epiphany. And now what that was, hey, I'm feeling badly again. I don't usually do that. That's not me. Okay, that's it. I'm getting happy again, no matter what. Now, most people, when they get to the end of their rope, they change their environment. They go to new places, new work, new people. But I decided to change me. So I started learning mind-shifting skills, thinking-shifting skills. And as I did that, I started to regain my happiness. And I discovered all of these magic secrets on the way. And all this time, my family was trying to knock me down. They were fighting with me. They didn't like what I was doing.
Wow.
But after a while, when they saw how it was working for me, how I was starting to get more and more fit, more and more productive, more and more positive, more and more successful, then they started to think, maybe I could use some of that. And at the same time, they were going down, right? They were getting more and more consuming and more inactive, more and more weak, more and more wide. And so after a while, they start thinking, there's something going on here. And that's a key insight. Because there's always something going on. There is no status quo. There's always something going on. We are either growing or we are decaying. So it's way more work and way more fun to grow.
Well, decay is a pretty good one to use because if you're happy, things in your body work better, including your teeth and your cavities.
Yeah, it's very true. You know, I haven't had a cavity since, and I get great checkups from the dentist, and I haven't been sick in years and years. I don't carry any pain in this body, and it's just a beautiful way of living.
So you can concentrate on areas in your body, and when you have a certain pain or something like that, and laugh it off.
So as soon as something happens in my body, and I don't normally call it my body.
You don't?
No, because are you your shirt?
No.
Are you your computer?
No.
Are you your car?
Nope.
Are you your house?
Nope.
So if you own something, it's separate from you.
Oh, very insightful.
So if I called it my body, that would be a degree of separation within me.
1 degree.
And happiness is harmony. So I'm all together. I'm all in. I'm all whole.
That's powerful.
So it's all me.
Wow.
So when there is something feeling funny in me, then the first thing I do is accept it and embrace it. And then I seek the message that it has. There's a process for doing that on page 28 of my book.
Mm-hmm. So
that's how I am pain-free. I just don't wait for the universe to whack me with a boulder before I take action. And all pain, all stress, all negativity, all has a message in it for us to become better and better from it. All we have to do is wake up to that and embrace it, and it all goes away. Because when a messenger comes to your door and you answer the door and take the message, does the messenger hang around?
No.
Nope. But if you don't answer the door Does he come back?
Does he come back and knock again?
He just keeps on knocking louder and louder and louder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what happens in me and in you. If we don't answer the door and get the message from the emotional messenger, they start knocking louder and louder and louder.
We have Lisa. Lisa says, not if you're getting served. Not if you're getting served.
Not if you're getting served. So what do we mean if you're getting served? Can you tell us more about that? Oh, I was kidding.
Well,
yeah. So all negativity is just a messenger.
Yeah.
If you accept the message and you embrace that message and take action on it, then the messengers can go away.
Yeah.
And then the happy feelings come, and the happy feelings are messengers too.
Oh, that's true.
They mean keep doing what you're doing, keep being what you're being, keep giving what you're giving.
Wow, that's powerful.
Woo! Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, so should we talk about the happy business model?
Well, let's do that.
Okay, the 5 R's that we were going to talk about. Because these 5 R's will actually take your business to the stars. And here is the way it works. You start off with the number 1 R, and the number 1 R is the reasons. So it's reasons that you're in business. Now, most people will say they're in business to make money, but that's not true. If it is true, then your business is probably going downhill. Because the real reason we're in business is to help other people, because money comes from other people. So what we're doing is we're helping other people to solve a problem that they have in a way that is really good for them. And they love what you're doing so much that they not only buy your product or service, they also tell their friends that have the same problem.
Incredible.
Yeah. And when they have a problem, quite often they don't understand their problem really well. They just feel that need to have a solution. And so, when you really study the problem, you can come to know the problem better than they do.
Wow.
And when you do that, you can keep creating better and better and better and better solutions.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Well, that makes a big difference if you can. So the solutions part becomes natural then.
It does, because you understand it. And when you understand it, then you find truth, and truth always is the solution. It's like me. I've been working on happiness for so long that there's no issue I can't solve with happiness, because happiness is truth.
Right.
Happiness is truth.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So now when you're clear on your reasons, that becomes your guiding light. That's really what you're aiming for. Now, most people are focused on the second R, which is resources. But that's the wrong place to focus. You need to keep an eye on it,
On resources.
Yeah, on resources, because resources are very critical.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to keep an eye on them. But the resources are actually the road that you walk down on the pathway to understanding and serving your clients and their problem.
Cool.
So if you're doing it well, you have the resources. If you start to run out of resources, your problem is not resources. Your problem is your reasons. You're failing at your reasons.
Wow.
So
we have to learn.
But most people don't understand resources very well either. Because in most businesses, the resources are time and money and people. Sometimes they have other physical resources like buildings and infrastructure and machinery and equipment and stuff like that. But that's where they tend to think of as resources. But there are many other resources that are really important. Now, the first one is energy, and that means human energy. Are we trying to put people down and destroy their creativity, their health, and their productivity? Or are we boosting them up and increasing their collaboration, their productivity, their creativity? What are we doing with our people's energy?
Wow.
Yes, yes, yes. And there's another resource that is equally important, and that's relations.
Wow.
Because relations are hugely important to your work. If you think about our relationship, Robert, if we didn't have this relationship, would we be near as good at this work? Would we be near as successful at this work? No, we wouldn't.
That's exactly right.
But since we are spreading the message loud and clear, far and wide.
Yes. And connecting, learning to connect.
And we are
learning to appreciate each and every person.
Building relations, just like we talked about, right? And those relations are tremendously important to us. But what is the most important relationship?
Me.
Yeah, our relationship with ourselves.
Wow, I guessed that one right.
Now, most people, that's their worst relationship. There's
sometimes it's true.
They badmouth more, criticize more, or more deeply mistrustful of and not loving toward. But we can teach everybody to love themselves.
And if we do more of that, and part of it is it part of just us laughing makes a big difference?
Well, that makes a huge difference when you look at the bright side of things, right? When you look at the sunshiny, positive side. If you look at the negative side, you know, if you didn't have anything to criticize in you, you would be perfect. If you were perfect, what would you do? I don't know about you, but I would want to die because there's nothing to do anymore. It would be totally boring.
That's very true.
So our faults are not there for us to criticize. They're for us to learn from. Yes, yes.
Wow.
It's of course we have human faults because we're human. So when you say, I don't trust that human over there, you can always trust them just to be human.
That's really true.
Yeah, because
You could just-
you're not perfect, so how can you expect them to be perfect? So I trust everybody to be a human.
You know, that's true. I mean, if we just trusted them for being a human.
Yes. Then we will know that sometimes they will mess up. Sometimes despite their best intention, they won't follow through.
So, and if you're just giving that message to them on a regular basis, loving them, appreciating it, seeing the highest potential, then that person has the ability to overcome or do whatever he or she wants in this life.
Yes.
Because we already see them as a perfect individual.
Yes.
We don't judge them.
Yes, yes, yes. Right on.
Whoa.
Yes.
That's not the way we grew up.
No.
You badass. You've seen and not heard. Yep. We make mistakes today. Yeah, stupid, ignorant, dumb kid. That was my dumb kid.
And every time we do that, we're depressing their infinite potential.
Yeah, wow.
And why are we doing that?
So we can tap into the infinite potential by being able to relate, being able to recognize that other person as so we don't pass judgment. We look at them already trusting.
They are the perfect expression of where they are now. And giving them love for that allows them to move ahead, to move forward.
So what's the difference about what if you just don't like them?
What that means at the highest level is whatever it is you don't like about them is something you don't like about you.
I like that.
So what you've got to do is heal that wound within you, and then you can start loving you, and then you can start loving them.
Ask another question, Lisa. I really would like that, because you know what? I'd like to go a little deeper.
Yeah,
it is true, though.
It is true. It is so
It is,
true.
because there's an aspect of you don't like about yourself.
Yes, and you're seeing it in them, and you don't like it in you, and you don't like it in them. Your world is a mirror of you.
I'm not being personable enough and connecting enough
In some way.
in some way, and I see it in another person.
Yes.
Oh, that is huge, dude. That's really huge.
So this is a very good point here from Lisa, because it's not necessarily something you are, but it's something that you either are, have been, or could be. So in this case, if you don't have any physical addiction that doesn't hurt anybody, then did you ever have that, or have you been ever tempted to do that and given it up?
That was a question.
Yeah.
But thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate the questions. I mean,
Oh,
really,
yeah,
really
they're
do.
great.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Okay, so this is something that you have learned then. So you have decided that that was not good for you and not for others. So that is something that you at that point healed in you. You felt that need, you didn't like it, you moved on. So now what you can do is you can help others move on in that same way. Just like me, when I see people that are really down, it's easy not to like them. But what I do instead is I pour love on them and I offer them help in getting past their goodness. Now, sometimes they don't like that. Sometimes they attack me for that.
Well, it's being authentic.
Yeah, of course. It makes no sense to them, right? They feel stuck. How could anybody, how could I ever be like that? It's not possible. So, and here's yet another person telling me that I have to change.
And they get angry at you.
Yeah.
Lisa says they get angry.
They can, yeah. It all depends on how we do it. Because people that are really not happy with themselves, that are angry inside, they pass that anger outside. And so when they get angry at us, it means they're angry at themselves. So there's ways. What's that noise?
I'm trying to figure that out too. Is that I put a headset on today just to get to curve the noise, and I wonder if it sounds better with my headset on or off.
I think on, actually.
What's that?
I think on.
Okay.
Oh, and Lisa says off.
Lisa says off.
One in,
Well,
one out. One in, one out. Yes, indeed. So when people get angry at you, that means they're angry with themselves.
Wow.
Yes. How I approach you is a reflection of me. How you respond to me is the perception of you.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah, but think of it this way. If I squeeze an orange, what comes out of it?
orange juice.
Can apple juice come out of it?
Not really.
Can gasoline come out of it?
Not really.
No.
That's pretty far.
Only orange juice can come out of it.
Yeah,
Why?
because we're squeezing an orange.
Because it has orange juice inside of it.
Ooh. Great
It
metaphor.
can only thing that can come out of it is what's inside it. So when people squeeze us, the only thing that can come out of us is what's inside us. So you know that whatever comes out of them is what's inside them.
Wow.
So when people come at me, what comes out of me is love and truth and happiness. But it wasn't always that way.
The truth is,
Yeah. So when you see somebody spouting off and going crazy, don't worry about it. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's about them. What's coming out of them is always about them.
makes sense. It is.
Yeah. And the truth is, nobody can make us feel anything without our permission, without us agreeing to it. Now, we're not used to that. We let other people walk over our feelings all the time, but that's because we give them permission.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
I don't do that anymore.
so this is a message from Lisa. Lisa, I'm just saying.
Yeah. And that's okay. That's totally okay. You don't need to be the testing ground or him to be your testing ground. But just know that that's not about you. That is about them.
No, it's only us three here.
Yoo-hoo! That's okay. No, I think Lisa Widauer is still here, isn't she? Oh, no, that's Lisa Kay. Okay.
Lisa Kay.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, okay, so now we've gone through the reasons and the resources.
Right.
Sorry, the results.
We hit results.
Yeah, we did reasons. That is the problem that we're helping people to solve. And then after that, we do resources, which is the pathway that we walk on. One of those resources is relations. And relations always also stands as an R on its own. Because there are many relations that we have. Woo-hoo! So relations. We talked a little bit about relation with ourselves. That's critically important. But the relations with our family are also very important to business. Because when you're in conflict at home, you bring that to work. You bring that energy with you. And energy is the key. So you bring that energy with you. So it's helpful for the workplace to promote a happy home environment. It's also very beneficial for the workplace to promote a happy working environment, because that's the same thing. When people are fighting and politicking, they are not being productive and helpful. So you can get more done, you can get better solutions, you can get more innovation when you are promoting a happy workplace. One of the keys to doing this is understanding that everybody is different. Nobody is, can be, or do you want them to be the same as you? So that works on relations inside. Then you need to have relations between superiors and underlings. You need to have relationships between peers. You need to have relationships with your suppliers. The better relationship you have with your supplier, the more they understand your work, the more you understand their work, the better you can help each other at no cost to yourself, and the better you can avoid hurting each other unintentionally.
Wow, that's profound. Thank you.
Yes. And so you also have relationships with your clients. And these relationships are critical. Your client needs to feel supported. And as your client is feeling supported, they happily pay us. They happily work and promote us. And that's exactly what we want, that referrals, right? Woo-hoo!
If there's evidence.
So when we are looking after the relationships with ourselves, with our family, with our friends, with our peers, with our bosses, with those under us, with our clients, with our colleagues, with our suppliers, then everything is working better and better because our energy is going up and 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 up. Yoo-hoo! So now the other thing that we really want to look after then is our resources that are the energy, the emotions, the time, and the money, and the relationships. And so the way this works is we think about the reasons. We're always driving to improve our harmony with the reasons. And as we go toward the reasons,
Oh, wow.
the results are coming toward us. Then we are managing the relations and the resources. And how are we managing the relations and the resources? We are managing the relations and the resources with the last R, which is routine. And why do we want routines? Well, first of all, some people, especially really creative people, are really resistant to routines in a lot of cases. But that doesn't mean you don't have routines. And that just means that you have this idea that you don't have routines. But I'll bet that you brush your teeth the same way every day. I'll bet that you get dressed the same way every day.
Yes.
And so it's just a question of what you consider to be an acceptable routine and what isn't. And then the idea of routines is routines are hugely beneficial in many ways. So alien, hearing big noises, meh, meh. Hello, Sandy. Welcome. So good to see you
You got to
here.
put a headset in. Maybe you got to put a headset in because we're getting feedback.
Okay. But routines. Why are routines valuable? First of all, routines are really, really valuable for giving consistent service delivery.
Hear you.
So that the delivery that your clients get is the same no matter who they deal with. Then if they deal with one person, they get one standard of service, and somebody else, they get another standard of service. So consistency is a key result of routine.
No, I need to stop it.
Another really key result of routines is easy training. So you can get somebody up to speed really quickly by saying, okay, read it. This is what we do. Now watch me do it. I'll do it. Did you see that? Do you have any questions? I'll do it again. Okay, now you do it and I'll watch. Yeah, okay, can improve this and this. Can improve that and that. Excellent, now you're ready to go. The other thing it promotes really well is consistent, continuous improvement. Because you know what the process is.
So it's in Stephen.
And you do it over and over. And you can see over time that, oh, if we tweak the process right here, and it's easy to know where the right here is because you have the process written down, then you can improve it. And then you can retrain people and be consistent in the new way. And so routines are the glue that bring everything together. Now, not that everything needs to be a routine, but there are routines to put into certain processes that you do over and over, and especially where you interact with your clients, that's going to be really helpful. Now,
so even this blab, having a routine blab at two every day, is a routine.
It is a routine, and when we show up here every day with new and useful content, and then somebody says, hey, all of us, or a majority of us here, find 2 o'clock really hard because we feel really sleepy at 2. We can go, oh.
Yeah, we know that.
So would it be better earlier or would it be later? We could ask a few questions. We would get some feedback, that we would propose a new time, and that wouldn't work for everybody, but we could see how it works. Then we could test it, take some more feedback, and then we'd firm it up again.
So give us some feedback, Sandy Sanders. What do you think think it's a better time? 2 o'clock, later in the evening, we get more people on?
Yoo-hoo!
What about you, Lisa?
Na. Yes, I love that. 1. Happiness is harmony. Harmony is oneness. Woo!
Well, it would be awesome.
Lisa likes 2. Yeah.
You're not in
no,
space.
You're not in space. You are in Illinois. Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
And I am in Ottawa, in Canada. Do you know something about Ottawa? Ottawa is Canada's capital city. All right. Okay, so now we have our 5 R's.
Wow.
Now here's the test. What's the first R?
I know what resources was our number 2.
Yes, it's R.
We have to have the big reason why.
Reasons. Yes. Reasons. What are the reasons? What's our reason? Our reason is to help people to be more productive, more happy, more creative, to really get on the road to living their infinite potential. That's our reason. To help people understand their true authenticity.
I love that.
Yes. Because this is making a better world. Because when the world is happy, the world is in love with itself. And when the world is in love with itself, there is peace on earth.
So what would it take for us to be better at having peace on earth? What would be a bigger reason than what we're doing right now?
Exactly. What is more important than peace on earth?
I don't know of anything.
That's
at this
what
moment.
we are working on. And it all starts with peace in us.
Wow, as our peace in us, as we learn to be peaceful within ourselves, with all the other circumstances that are going on around us,
Yes.
create peace in ourselves,
Yes.
connect to that part of that peace. Sometimes it's not feeling, because sometimes it's caught in my throat.
We can solve that.
Yeah, so it's peacefulness, letting that
Yes.
Yeah, let the peace.
Truthfulness in knowing.
Wow.
Truthfulness in saying.
Come on and join us.
Truthfulness
Jump on.
in doing. So truthfulness in every way, in being, in giving,
Come on, Peter.
having Ooh. Hello, Peter. Welcome, welcome. Happy day.
Ask us some questions, Peter.
Woohoo! Are you in
The
business?
topic is business and happiness, and we went through the 5 R's. So let us have it. Or come out and have a question with us. That would be really awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So when we take on this business model, when we become one with the 5 R's, and we get our business really rocking and rolling like this, our business is not only more profitable and more helping, but it's easier. Can you imagine if everybody in a business understands the reasons, they're all working together, they are all in positive relationships? Can you imagine how much work it is to keep that team going, to keep that team coherent?
Well, that's the magic, because when you have that, everybody's
happy. It's so easy to run it.
Because everybody's doing what they love.
Yes, and loving what they do.
So when you find out the people that they're not doing what they love, you ask them to leave or do something different.
No, you ask them what they love, and if you have a job for that, then you give that to them. And if they don't, then you'll come to a mutual understanding that it's just not a fit, and they don't want to be there, and you don't want them to be there. It's not that you wish them ill; you wish them finding what they're good at.
What happens with some of these people that try to save other people?
Yeah. I've seen a lot of that. And I've been guilty of that. There's a really fundamental thing you need to understand about this. This idea of helping. Helping is only helping when the person receiving it feels that it is. Just because we think we're helping doesn't mean we are. And if we're so focused on helping others, it's because we want to help somebody else to help us.
Hey, hello, Michael.
Hey, Michael. Good to see you.
Ask us a question.
Yeah. So here we are, back in that same boat, right? If we're always trying to rescue people, that means we want to be rescued.
Okay.
And that means we're not loving ourselves. We think we need somebody else to help us. So can we help ourselves? How can we help ourselves?
We're talking about bringing happiness to business and life.
Hey, there's Stephen Shannon again. Welcome back.
Hey, Stephen.
Good to see you again.
All right.
It was on, I think, 3 blabs ago.
Oh, yeah. Stephen, great job. Come on board. All right.
How you doing? Good to meet you, mate.
Good to meet you.
Is this a recording?
This
No!
is
Or I should say, not yet.
You're interrupting my lunch.
All right. Hey! I'm glad you joined us on your lunch.
Yes.
I've already had mine. What is it?
Salsa, rice, and leftover beef.
That sounds good enough for me,
Yeah.
but I'm going to let you have it.
Don't let me have it all, though.
Well, from my perspective, you may. So, Stephen.
Huh? I'll get it right. No, give me a chance. I can get this right.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Oh, there's the hole.
all right.
There's only 7 holes to look for.
Where? I've never done an inventory. I mean, I may be different, you know, I don't know. Now, where's all the comments here? Because a lot of them would vote us off the island, I think.
I think you're right.
Are you from Australia?
I could not prevent myself from signing in. I mean, you looked live. I mean, you actually look. Are you guys? Do you have people behind you running the puppets? I mean, what?
Pulling the strings. See?
Hey, I haven't even used my best material yet, and you're laughing out loud.
I know. I love it.
In fact, I have 2 minutes of material, and it's downhill from there.
Okay, good.
Uh-oh.
All right, how much have we got of that now? Not half, you said, so that
Yeah.
must be like 40 seconds.
So it's like sick and tired of getting up sick and tired.
Yeah, I've been
All
there.
right. My whole family is sick about it, mostly about me. Right? Okay. You ought to be on the stage, Steve, the next one leaving town. Look, you're too good to me. Really, I don't deserve this praise. I mean, it's just, I'm potentially whelmed by it. I really am. And
Okay, so where are you?
where am I? Staff. It's the staff. No, the staff's not here. Allegedly, just outside of downtown Delray Beach, formerly called Linton, Florida. But Mr. Linton was a bad guy, so all he got was a large and long street. I'll get it right. Street, I think it is. And it's called the Linton Boulevard. But the rest of the town is now named Delray Beach, Delray being in praise of the sun, the king of the sun.
Yay!
Oh, okay.
We like
Because there's a Delray, California.
No, that's Delrey, and it's 2 words. Delray Beach, I thought you'd never mention it. Delray is 1 word, and like that, breathing fire.
Delray.
One bloodshot eye in the middle of my forehead, but you know what I'm talking about.
That was funny.
No.
Woohoo!
I'm glad my wife would come here and declare it unfunny after 47 years.
Yeah, of course.
He has a steel trap memory, so I'll tell her stories about my father and etc. She says, I've only heard it 16 times, and don't blame me. I'm just married to him. I'm not related.
Yeah. So are you still in business, Stephen, or are you retired? Or?
I am, yes, to the answer to all of that, because I'm transitioning to video. But in the meantime, I'm trying to find somebody to take over my business free of charge. I think that scares them. And I'm now hearing a lot of echo testing.
Stephen, you need to put a headset on.
Huh?
Stephen.
I have a headset.
I think it's, oh yeah, you do. I was talking to the other Stephen. You're echoing.
Oh.
Echo.
Oh. It's maybe the first time he's heard that. Heard that. You know, the famous report from the up front on the airplane from the pilot. So we're about to take off. Flight 4499888772. This plane is entirely automated, and everything about the systems are foolproof. Foolproof.
Yeah.
Foolproof. You know, it sounds fresh and new to me, but not to my family. So you're very kind.
Funny old thing, eh? Well, you can just get new jokes.
I'm ready. I'm ready to write.
Internet, Google.
Hey.
Google will help you.
Hey, Michael, it's nice to have you on board here.
Google.
Y'all can also type in any questions.
Me? I can. You want me to type it?
I want you, Stephen.
I'm not seeing the comments. Is the comments out of order? Of what's the deal?
No, they're all here. Have you hidden them?
No.
Oh,
they're live.
How about that? I put it on. No.
Oh.
Paused it. to be smaller. And everyone says, I'm out of here. This guy, Shannon, is awful. And this one, it says, first day on Blab for our new guest, Shannon. No, I look like I'm the first day on Blab, but I really
So I have a question for you. How is happiness working for you?
better than I have any right to be. That's how it is.
Yay! Happy to hear that.
I got up by myself, dressed myself, fed myself, and stole away to the massage therapist so I can be happier because it was her only massage of the day. I feel like I had 7 massages in 1 hour.
Nice.
I'm before we get through this can be disconnected. I'm going to show you a sign that they put on the door, they being the manager, who is Krista. I learned about this lady through the Physical Therapy Institute of the Palm Beaches. But let's get some more folks here. Spell check. It says choking. Are you reading this? You don't need me. Yay. R-Y-E-A. Your first day. Yeah.
Stephen.
Yeah. Yes.
Hey, you actually enlightened our day so much. I really appreciate. Could you come and step on with us tomorrow?
I'm more available tomorrow than I'm today, as you can tell, because let's see what the time of day is. I'm fine. I need to pick up this is the day that I have the car. We're a 1-car family on purpose.
Okay.
And so because I have to go to the massage therapist, I mean, somebody's got to do it.
Somebody does.
But I need to get out of here pretty soon. But I really appreciate you people. And I know this is not a place to get too serious. Which,
right. No, we're not too serious.
No,
not too serious, no.
And let's just tell a little bird, what time tomorrow?
Guys, how about 2:30 tomorrow?
I think I can wedge that in. Friday is an early day for my wife, so it's perfect. She gets off at 3 on Fridays, takes her about 32 minutes 29 minutes to get here. Now maybe make that 27 minutes. It depends.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Are you gonna? So I'm off. Is that it?
We've got to finish up. We just need to finish up.
All right. Yoo-hoo! Great visit. Thank you, Stephen.
Yeah, thank you, Stephen.
Okay, so we should wrap up here. For those who just came on, we've been talking about happiness in business. And we know that happiness is a greater energy that really will spark up your business and up your results and your productivity and your engagement.
Well, jump on, Michael.
And that's really going to help you out. So just to recap the 5R model, you start off with the reasons. The reasons you're in business are your driving force. And those reasons are bigger than money. They are about the people that you help, because that's where your money comes from. So you want to be focused on the people you help and the problem you solve for them, so that you can be really good at solving that problem and understanding it better than they are. And what this does is brings you in resources, but not just money and not just time. You also want to think of other resources, such as energy, such as creativity, such as intuition, such as your ability to connect with people, and all of your relationships. So those are really, really important, and that is your 3rd R, which is your resources. And where you want to go to from there is your relations, because while relations are a resource, they're more than just a resource. Because you got to understand where all your relations are. You have a relationship first with yourself, and that's your most important relationship. and probably your worst relationship. So what we're here to do is help you with that relationship. And then your relationship with home has an influence on your ability to work. And your relationship with all of your colleagues at work has a huge impact on the energy at work. And so when you're all recognizing the diversity that is all there is, then you are working together and using everybody to their best talents and really appreciating those talents and how they fit into the big picture and optimizing your engagement, productivity, and results. And so as you are thinking about your reasons and monitoring your resources, you are also monitoring your relations, and you are monitoring your results. And we talked about results as being the pathway that you go on. So your results are not just money. Your results are not just growth in client base, but your results are actually growing understanding, growing intellectual capital, growing in your connections to the outer world, and growing in your own personal energy and your team energy. And that is the pathway that you walk on. And so you take that and you glue together and you manage the resources and the relations. And you manage that with routines, and routines are giving you consistent service delivery. They're giving you ease of training. They're giving you continuous improvement. And this model will take any business and really move it up the train and get you going where you want to go. And you can thank Happiness Works for that.
So what's the topic? What are we taking on the topic for tomorrow, guys?
What do you guys most want to know for tomorrow? What do you guys really, what's your number one problem that you'd like us to give you a solution for? What is your big challenge?
Finding the best relationship in the world. Happy one? In space now.
Yeah. Not being so anxious to join too much at one time. Stress. That's a good one. Okay, resolving stress. How would that be, everybody? Want to resolve stress tomorrow? Yoo-hoo! That's fun. Yay! Okay, tomorrow is going to be resolving stress. Happiness and resolving stress. This one is so easy.
It's at 2 p.m. tomorrow. We're going to be resolving stress.
It's going to be happiness, resolving stress for you.
Have a great day, guys.
There we go. Yeah.
Yes.
Woo-hoo.
Thank you.
It's hard for you to stress.
No, it's at 2 o'clock.
Yep.
It's at 2. Yep.
Okay, so I think that's been a good day today, and I think it's time to move on.
Thank you. Love you.
Hey, let's laugh ourselves out here, everybody. We're going to see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Take care. Stay well. Have fun.